And welcome back, everyone, to Digimon Partner Series. I'm getting them all out on the day. I feel awesome. I pre-recorded the 2 who would wins because they were quick. But then I'm like, okay, this one I need to spend some more time with. And I always have plans on Tuesday. I go out and play cards with my dad. So I'm like, okay, I got to see if I can get this done in time. And I'm going to be able to, so which makes me happy. Anyway, ZZ Fan. You asked the question. You've listed a lot of the One Piece characters, which is fine. It just gives me options to do things. Nico Robin from One Piece. What is her Digimon partner? Now, I think I've said this before, but I should say right now, not a big One Piece fan. Don't hate it. It is among the big 3. One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach are the big 3. And people have always... I've seen people do this all the time. Say that there's the new big 3, or there's people that have Dragon Ball. The big 3 specifically, and there's YouTube videos about this. The big 3 specifically designate Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece as 3 ongoing shonen manga that were coming out around the same time and were part of the pop culture zeitgeist at that time. And all 3 of them are still immensely popular today. Bleach just had its second season of the 1,000-year Blood War arc. It went over fantastic. It's possibly going to have the Hell arc. Naruto still got Boruto going on, and it's picking up steam again. And One Piece is still going on. But One Piece was of the 3, the one that I didn't really get into. Not because the concept isn't good. I like the concept. Like Devil Fruit, Hockey, Pirates, all that. It's all great concepts. Honestly, no joke. Maybe it's the animation, but the art style. It's the most cartoony looking of the 3, and I think that maybe kind of turns me off to it a little bit. Now, as the series has progressed, they have upped the production quality in the anime, and it makes it look better. But I say all this to to make you all understand that I don't know One Piece as well as some of the other shonen mangas out there, like Naruto or Bleach. So, figuring out a Digimon partner for a character, particularly a side character, Luffy, that's easy. Luffy I was able to figure out something for when I did him. But Nico Robin is a little trickier. Now, I looked into her personality, backstory, and abilities. She ate the Hana no Mi, which basically is, I don't know what it's actually called, lim fruit. In essence, what it does is it allows her to reproduce multiple amounts of limbs or even her body on any surface she touches, or come out from her body as it is. So it's a unique fruit. So at first I'm like, okay, can I think of a Digimon line that can go with that? And very quickly I'm like, no, nothing really adds up with that. There are Digimon with multiple limbs, sure, but not something that really ties to that very well. But then I had to stop and remember, no. When it comes to Digimon, unlike, say, quirk abilities or Pokemon teams, Digimon is closer to, say, like the Zanpakuto videos, where I'm not necessarily taking their abilities and translating it into something. I have to look at them as a person and translate that into something. And so I thought of them as, okay, let me read her backstory. And the thing that came up to me was the fact that she was an archaeologist, and her folks were archaeologists. So I'm like, okay, hold on. Let's back up a little bit here. Archaeology. What can we do with that for a Digimon partner? And so ultimately, I broke it down to this. Now, this first one may throw you guys for a bit of a loop. Pokemon! Everyone remember Digimon Season 4? What was it? Final Frontier or something like that? I know Frontier was in there. Where the tamers, the Digidestin were the Digimon. Look, I watched Digimon as a kid. I watched the first 3 seasons, and then this season came. Now, by the time this season came out, I want to say I was in early high school, maybe. So I did watch it from beginning to end. So I was starting to get off, not off the Digimon train per se, but off the watching early morning cartoons train, because I'm like, no, I just want to sleep. But I remember that series, and it's not bad. It's just so drastically different that I think it's kind of the black sheep of the Digimon collective series. By the way, I still haven't watched the new version of, the remade version of the original Digimon. I still haven't watched it. I want to watch that, but I still haven't watched it yet. Or have I watched the Ghost one? So forth and so on. But regardless, Pokemon and Namon, I believe his name, Nanimon, I think he was called, both stood out to me. Because these guys actually show up in multiple games, too. And he is described as a scholar Digimon. He's got a book of information about the digital world in his little thing that he carries with him, whatever you want to call it, belt. And he is a very intelligent Digimon that would make sense for someone who's an archaeologist / scholar / someone who is trying to learn about things to have. Now, this posed a very unique scenario because if you look up Pokemon's Digivolution line, you will find Jackal. This is one of those Digimon that does not have a confirmed Digivolution line, if any at all. By all accounts, all Digimon should theoretically be able to Digivolve to the Mega or beyond Mega levels with given enough time, training, whatever. Assuming that Digivolution family runs that way. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, I have to go completely off the reservation here. Let me figure out some Digimon that can work. So I'm looking at the families, looking at his type. I believe he's a vaccine. The Digimon I chose to Digivolve him into is actually a data type, but they did share a Digivolution family line, so they could still theoretically connect. And it's a Digimon that connects to him beyond the normal because it's a Digimon that showed up in Digimon Tamers, I think it was. No, Tamers was Season 3. What was the name of Digimon Season 4? Hold on. What? Something Frontier. I know that. Digimon Season 4. Season 4. Yeah, it was Digimon Frontier. That's what it was called. Okay. Digimon through his Tamers. Digimon Adventure 2.0 was Season 2. Digimon Data Squad was Season 5. After that, like, I was almost caught up with Data Squad. That's really where I ended up falling off. Anyway, this guy also showed up in Frontier. That would be Sorcerermon. Now, Sorcerermon is an offshoot of the Wizardmon species. In fact, they're pretty much related. But I like this idea more because he comes off more as a bit of a scholar because he was guarding, was it the library or just the, he was like not a protector of Seraphimon because Seraphimon's a freaking mega level Digimon. But he was kind of like an aide to Seraphimon who aided him in his castle. And I like the idea of that he has the aid, he has wisdom beyond his years that other Digimon, even stronger Digimon would look towards. Beyond that, what would the Digivolution be? Now, this one, bear with me as I'm going completely haphazard on this line. For a scholar archaeologist and yet a holy type Digimon that we pretty much have now at this point, Shikakumon. Now, Shikakumon, obviously, for those who are in the Digimon know-how, is a DNA Digivolution, or Jogress Digivolution, as it's also known as. I believe they're the same thing. If not, I don't know what the hell the difference is. So let me know if there is a difference between DNA Digivolution and Jogress, or if it's just the same, if DNA Digivolution is just the name, Jogress's name in an English dub. But anyway, Shikakumon is the DNA Digivolution of Angemon and Ankylomon. But we know that armor Digivolutions can appear in the wild naturally. Whether they found the Digimantle that they needed or they can just somehow Digivolve naturally on their own, who knows? But they can appear. So it would also make sense that hypothetically, these DNA Digivolutions can also appear on their own. But it probably is very difficult in very certain circumstances that a single Digimon would Digivolve into the line. Here, though, you have literally this giant ancient doll, more or less. This antique kind of being that is the Digivolution, for an archaeologist. This actually would be, this looks like something an archaeologist would dig up. So this actually makes a lot of sense, in my opinion, to be the ultimate level Digimon. Last but not least, then we have the Mega. And the Mega, I'll admit, not a cop-out, but I looked at what Shikakumon's Digivolutions are, and I like this one fine. Weirdly enough, the first two, the rookie Pokemon and the champion Sorcerermon, have no Digivolution lines to them. They don't have any listed. I had to really make that up on the fly. But Shikakumon does. And that is Slash Angemon. Now, Slash Angemon, admittedly, is more, it kind of loses the archaeology wisdom vibes a little bit. But, to be fair, I was designing this line from the rookie to the Mega and trying to keep it in line as best I could. I always figure out where I want the line to start, or what member of the line best fits the person, and then go from there. Now, that could be either the rookie, the mega, the ultimate, or the champion, but that's where I go from. That said, however, Slash Angemon still looks like some sort of divine ancient relic from a bygone society. I mean, look at the patterns on him. He looks like something, honestly, he looks like something that'd be guarding Atlantis or something like that, at least on the lower half. So Slash Angemon, I think, is a pretty reasonable mega, all things considered. Remember, theme-wise, we don't have to keep the theme that I'm going with throughout the entire line. We just need to have the theme that either starts or ends up somewhere, or is present in a portion of the Digivolutions. So, yeah, ultimately, Bokumon, Sorcerermon, Shikagomon, and Slash Angemon. This is the Digivolution line and partners for Nico Robin from One Piece. This, however, is just my opinion. Let me know in the comments below what you would do. Would you do anything different, or do you like this line? Let me know in the comments below. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.